Hey guys, I'm back with another reaction. How's everyone doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? How am I? I'm enjoying myself drinking my lemon drop and my ginger shots. You know, this is good for you. It's in my skin. Water, good food, no junk. You are taking care of your body. Your body is the most important thing. You can look nice outside, but what's in the body? What's in your body? You know, with consent. So, I'm joking. Anyway, let's react to this. So, today I want to react to Jubilee. Shout out Jubilee. One black radical versus 20 black conservatives with Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is not shy to the internet. She's been around. She's had opinions. I can't say the word, you know. It's my phonics. Bit of controversy online. You know, and to be fair, this week it was meant to be food week. You know, different food, this and that. But when Jubilee's dropping these type of hits, I gotta react to this thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Amanda Seales. Let's go.
I am Amanda Seales, widely known as a comedian, an actress, a disruptor, an annoying person on the internet who always tells the truth. And I am now an artistic intellectual who commits myself to making art that educates. And today, I am surrounded by 20 black conservatives. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
Before they start getting into it, reparations, that's an American thing, right? Oh, any family that came from slavery. I think other country has done it. So I do think, yes, if your family, your great granddad were part or in the slave trade, you definitely should get some represent. Was it? I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. Reparations, definitely, a million percent. And it's sad that this shouldn't be a conversation because with other cultures that's been through that type of I can't what been through that type of horror, that type of sorry about that type of it's just sad, you know what I mean? Like all the stuff like this, what people have done to other people, just based on their color, race, religion. It just makes anyway, man. Yes, if you were part, or your family were part of any type of slave trade, any type of, and the people that put you in that situation benefited from it, I'm sorry, mate. You should get reparations. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
All right, reparations, fair, necessary. My question would be, who's going to get it? Why would they get it? And how long are we going to sit here focusing on trying to get reparations? It's been how many years since slavery? 150 years, 1865? Whenever there's a real thing that this country wants to do, they do it. Stop Asian hate. Okay, there's a problem with the Asian hate. Let's draft a bill, sign it, and it's done. Anything that needs to be done is done. With us, it's a carrot they dangle in front of us that they don't really want to do. and it's not going to help. We need education. Oh, it's not going to help. No, it's not. We need education. Getting a check from the government is not going to do that. And we need proper education. A lot of us go to these institutions where we're not really prepared, we're not really focused, and we don't get things that'll help us in the real world.
Yes, fair points. What do you mean? What? And that's the issue, I think, with some people, is that you paint every person with the same brush. You paint every person with the same brush. Yes, there are some people that need education. There are some people that do need help, and it all depends how much they'll be getting. I do understand that. I do get that. However, I think you'll be taxed. They're going to tax that money, number one. And number two, not every black person grew up or grows up the same way how the media shows. You know, like the ends or the hood, whatever American from the hood. You know how many black people live in America? And take that percentage, how many people live in the hood? The hood is only bad because of certain individuals in that certain hood. Remember, a hood is just a place. Buildings, blocks, whatever. But it's certain individuals in that hood that makes the ends or make the hood the hood. I'm sorry, it does. Because growing up where I grew up, I'm part of it. There's many people that have a different outlook. In life, or where they want to go. Then when you start seeing people from our areas, the ones that want to be bad, I've seen it myself, where they will try to pressure the ones that have a different outlook by just little names. And one thing people don't understand, those names affect. When I stopped doing all this outside living world road stuff and just focused on my drawing and this and that, or fashion, whatever, I was called gay. Now I could have crashed that. I could have, said something, or because my ego was bruised, I could have left the fashion thing and just done the ends and everything. So yeah, but not everyone is the same, and that's the issue with some Americans, where you paint the black culture. What the blood clot? It's not the black. It's the black American culture that sometimes the UK might adopt sometimes. But let's go anyway.
World. So if you want to help black people, a check from the government, from our tax dollars, is going to get raised, because let's be clear, everybody in here is black. We all American. We all got to pay taxes. It'll go to that. So I don't really see how this is going to help us at all.
Okay. Well, first I'll start with, it will help on even just a moral level. The reality is that the United States has become very comfortable with the fact that it does not consider black people equal, and it shows that in many ways that I'm sure we will discuss over the course of today. But ultimately, there has not been a committed, concerted effort to shifting the mindset around the use of black people as a labor force in this nation, back when it was slavery, now in the use of slavery as slave labor in prisons. So on a basic cultural level.
I'm not saying, I know a few people in jail, and I'm not saying the brand. I could say the brand, but I'm not going to say the brand. So I was told a story where they were working in prison, they were working in jail, and they were packing headphones for a certain company. I'm thinking, and they were paying them, I think, 36 pence on the day, something like that. So altogether for a week, like £5 a week, and they worked for the whole week. And they were packing headphones for airplanes, sorry. Do your research, but that's crazy, innit?
Reparations are an act of repair. They are an effort to say, our bad, we see you now. We have seen that done with Japanese folks who were put in internment camps. We have seen that done with Jewish folks. We have seen that done even in the case of slave owners who received reparations. When it comes to the use of tax dollars to pay reparations, and this is going to come up a lot today, it's a matter of values, right? For me, my value system circulates around the fact that I think that as a community, we should all be engaged in repair for our community. So I don't think there should be any problem with there being tax dollars spent at repairing consistent efforts that have been made to impede Black people. So the reparations you're talking about are not just related to slavery. There's reparations that have been discussed all over this nation in different communities as it relates to particular massacres, as it relates to
That man, his man here, they put the flag up. He looked disappointed. He's like, this nigga here chatting shit. What does man know? Let's continue this. I'm very interested in this.
Redlining and the impediment of Black people to earn wealth by having property. There's been impediments in various ways that can be repaired. And I want to also just add, there's reparations that are considered a cash payment from a government. There's also the version of reparations that shows up in how funds are applicated to specific groups of people. So there's multiple ways in which what you're stating cannot happen could very well happen.
Isn't it nice?
Damn. So there was a clip. There was a sorry about that. The sound I messed up. But there was a clip where there was a Black American man, and he was discussing the differences between Black Americans and Africans, Black Africans, dark skinned Africans. Because Africa has different complexions, but dark skinned Africans. And what the line he used was so stupid. He said, American Black people grow beards. African Black people can't grow a beard. Where are we going wrong, man? Like, where are we going wrong? Where are we going wrong? Where are we going wrong? Like, I don't understand. Anyway, let's continue this.
Going to help us is look at Baltimore public schools. They get, I think, the third most money per pupil in the US of A, like $15,000 per student, but yet the majority of the population that comes from that environment can't read. They're illiterate. So we're dumping money on the situation, yes, but yet we're not getting the results we should get from it. Money's not going to help the thing. We need to just focus on what we need to focus on. As far as Black people being labor force of this country, what else are we doing? We got 25% of us on some kind of government assistance. 1 out of every 3 Black men will go to jail. We got to do something. We got to work with our hands, work with tools, do something, because we're not doing much of anything. And also, one more piece here. Reparations, again, always dangling in front of us, never going to happen. As long as you've been living, as long as I've been living, as long as everybody been living, they say we need it, we need it, we need it, and it never gets done. One more piece.
You just said one more piece, then you're adding another one.
I promise.
So hold on to it.
I'm gonna land the plane. I'm gonna land the plane, I promise. Reparations is a thing, like I said, it's a carrot that dangle in front of us. They're never really gonna get it done. And if it was gonna get done, it would have already been done. It's just something that they're using to try and make us stay Democrat. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, Democrats are not doing reparations either. This is nonpartisan. This is Black partisan, baby. Okay.
Well,
This is nonpartisan.
Who do we
And so-
vote for? Who do we vote for 93% of the time? There's no incentive.
To be quite honest, you're not talking to a Democrat. You're talking to a radical.
Okay, but
Let's land this plane very quick. Wait,
who do
sir.
we vote for?
You know, because the Democrat and Republican. How? Because I've always heard, you know, like what's his name again from 97.7. He wasn't Apple now. I completely forgot his name. Oh my gosh, crazy. But I've heard a lot of comments and opinions saying big figureheads in entertainment. I've always heard them say, you have to start locally. You have to start locally. You have to start locally. You know, so you build whatever town you're from, what area in part of America, you vote for the best candidate to be mayor of your town. And if every county, every town has that in place where they can see black people, people of color, people wherever are having a harder time to survive in that specific area, that's when you guys come together and you vote out the mayor and you put someone in there that's going to be beneficial for the people in your town. So me, honestly, when you're doing the whole let's vote for Republican, vote for Democrat, even here, vote for Labour, vote for Conservative, vote for Green Party, and no one there is actually helping, because they're all friends at the end of the day. It's more like a debate than an actual rivalry between Conservative and between Labour. It's more like a debate, because after they're in the House of Commons, they go home, chill in a pub, meet up together. I think there's actually a few of the Democrats and Republicans. I honestly think it's exactly the same thing. So you have to start locally. You cannot allow all the decisions to be made by Trump or who else is running, Harris, whatever her name is. You know, so I don't know, man. Americans are different. Let's continue watching this. Americans are different. UK is different. Everyone's different. I want my own land and my own rules.
Let's land this plane quickly.
Who do
You're
we vote
talking
for?
to a radical, not a Democrat.
Okay,
And
you
so,
are your own person,
let
but
me
who
tell
do
you
we
something
vote
now.
for?
I don't know what they told you, but if they told you that cutting me off is how we're going to get clicks, stop it now.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
That's not how we're going to. That's not how we're going to enter.
We having a debate.
A debate does not require continuously cutting somebody off.
Okay, no problem.
Now, I do want to state this. You're stating things as it relates to how money is not fixing a problem without acknowledging the fact that the problem doesn't exist in a vacuum, and that there are so many other factors that are determining how that money is getting spent to impede it from actually fixing a problem. You can put all the money into Baltimore public schools you want, but if you are also putting all this money into policing, into communities that are not getting resources, then you are also creating your own conundrum. The other part of this is that when you're saying they, you know, the they is a broad context. And the last part of this that I will say is that you keep saying they're dangling this in our face, they're dangling in our face. Slavery lasted for 400 years. It hasn't even been 400 years since slavery. So should we be only fighting for a quarter of the time to get repair?
All right, I'm so sorry.
done?
You've been voted out by the majority.
All right.
Please return to your seat.
Okay.
Actually, think about it. She's not lying there. It hasn't even been 400 years since slavery has ended. And it went on for 400 years. And after slavery, there was the lynchings. Because lynchings only came after when slavery was abolished, right? That is crazy. Crazy. We're crabs in the barrel sometimes, honestly, man.
My name is Matt Nuclear.
Hello,
I
Matt.
appreciate
Matt
sharing-
Nuclear?
Matt Nuclear, yes.
Matt
I saw a clip of this guy. This guy is anyway. Let's react to this. Come on.
Nuclear, give me a better handshake than that. Let's
Thank
do
you.
it.
I
All right.
appreciate having this conversation with a beautiful black woman like yourself. This is nice, beautiful arena here. I disagree that reparations are necessary. I think the most important thing that's necessary right now for the black community would be the stopping of violence, especially black on black violence. I don't see how reparations is going to solve anything.
No. It's not black on black violence, it's violence. It's not black on black violence, it's just violence. Because when you say black on black violence, then that means you're literally targeting every black issue as black on black violence. When the mafia, the Italians, the American Italians were beefing each other, he didn't say Italian violence. When the Irish in America had their own issues, whatever, you didn't call Irish and Irish violence. The only reason why you're saying black on black violence is because the young youths or even old gentlemen have made a living from it. So obviously rapping, poetry, novels, books, TV shows. But that's just a small margin, a speck of what it really is. Because if you actually watch and you see, it's not only black and black people killing each other. It's not only black young youths. There's Italian youths. There's Turkish youths. There's Syrian youth, Afghanistan youth. It's different people from different. It's a hood issue. It's a hood issue. It's not a black on black issue. It's a hood issue. I know Turkish dons, I know Asian dons that's willing to ride out fast. But if they go kill another Asian, you don't call it Asian. Bro, even in Bradford areas, bro, Asian men they're on job. When it comes to the road thing, they're on job. But I won't call it Asian against Asian violence. It's just violence.
You can give everyone here like a $50,000 check, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently. A $50,000 check, it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we had the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other, according to the FBI.
Oh, young Matt.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
Stats don't lie, though.
Statistics lie all the time. So let's start there, particularly when the statistics are coming from the sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different way. So if you're gonna start your argument on stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of black people to ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live and exist in their true citizenship is a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. No one here is in.
Are you acting right now? Do you really believe this?
I'm telling the truth. There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in America. What system is racist?
When you apply for a job, and they see your surname and they push you to the side because your surname sounds too black or African. I could tell you a story. When I was doing fashion, obviously my dad's surname and I got my mom's surname, so I use my mom's surname. The reason why I use my mom's surname is because I wanted to test something out. because my mum's surname is African. It's an African surname. But what happens is people don't think it is how it's spelt, and my first name is not really wherever. So cool. So I remember I applied for this internship from fashion house, I won't say who, and then sent over my portfolio, sent over everything that I've done, you know. And then when I went down to the interview, they were like, "Oh, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, like that's my name's on the paper." So, "Oh yeah, your name sounds very it doesn't sound like where you're from." I was like, "What do you mean?" It just sounds very. So when I immediately knew what she meant, but I wanted her to say it. So the person doesn't always have to say to you, "Oh, you N-word this, or you M this, or you..." No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There's other ways of being racist to someone without calling them a slur. When people said the first time I was stopped and searched, I was 10 years old. I was riding my bike. My daughter was 10 this year. You see what I'm saying? So, shout out to this young man. I don't think he's trying to be rude or anything. I don't think he's trying to be rude. I honestly think he thinks that, and maybe that's what he experienced. But because you haven't experienced it, doesn't mean other people haven't. So that statement is a loaded statement, and I think he should, just relax a bit. You know what I mean? But anyway.
I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism that we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate dormitories, using black-only dormitories because black people feel safer amongst each other. But they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth. You have King Von rapping about killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor? When
How are you mentioning King Von? Rest in peace, King. Yeah, King Von, yeah, okay, cool. But there's rappers like J. Cole. Why do you mention the ones that's doing the wrong and not the ones that's doing well? It doesn't help your opinion. When people try to use fact based, "Oh yeah, King Von's the rapper there. Oh yeah, there's murders outside there. There's killings outside there." But guess who stopped that boy from bleeding out? It was a black boy. Guess who convinced that boy to put the gun down and do podcasting or whatever he wanted? It was a black man. Or a black woman. You always pick and choose the bad. But for example, grapes. When you buy grapes, all of them might be sweet, some of them might be bad. Like, come on, bro. What's happening here?
black men are more likely to kill me.
Oh my
Tell me.
God, this is scary. You need to think about me as your mama. Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that now.
Okay.
Okay? So on a basic level, we have to understand that systemic racism is grounded in the realities that black people have not been considered an equal human being in this country since its onset. So there's simply no way to make the argument that there isn't systemic racism, and we have seen in very clear ways the system operate in an organically racist way. Do not cut me off. When we talk about systemic racism, we can start with even the fact that redlining, which was implemented to discriminate black communities. Are you shaking your head that redlining doesn't exist?
No, I'm saying I don't think it really existed at all. I mean, no, I don't think so at all.
So it does exist, and stating that it doesn't exist doesn't make it no longer exist. It is not something that's being made up. It's an empirical fact, and there are realities that exist because of redlining. We know that school systems are related to the way that property taxes are affecting the school systems. If a school system is not getting the same property value as the property taxes allow it, then it's not going to have the same efficacy at allowing for students to be able to get what they deserve. When we talk about systemic racism, we have to acknowledge that these private prisons are literally built based on the test scores of school students in third grade. grade. So if you are literally building prisons with the onset of, okay, if these people are not reaching a certain reading level, then we know that they're going to go down a prison industrial pipeline where we can use their free labor, then how is that not systemic? And if you want to
stop them from entering prisons.
how are you going to stop people from entering prisons if
educating them.
if your goal is to get them into prison?
Sure, make them try to be more like Ben Carson than be like King Von. That's very, very simple.
So
Ben
how does
Said Ben
King Von
Ben
happen?
Carson-
How
Ben
does
Carson-
King Von happen?
King Von
reparations.
hold on,
Actually,
let me
no. Let
finish.
me land the plane.
Yeah.
We're talking about reparations, and what you're doing is actually just trying to get this conversation off the facts. And
Ben
the fact is,
Carson's-
reparations are just and necessary because on a basic level, black people built this country, and the country continues to thrive off of the labor that black people put into this country. And it would behoove you, young man, to really understand the way that your ancestors put blood, sweat, and tears into this nation that is still living off of those blood, sweat, and tears. And let me also add, there are reparations and then there is remunerations. Do you know the difference?
Yes, but can I finish one
No,
point that I wanted
answer
to
the
say?
question.
Ben Carson's cousins were killed at a very young.
I'm so sorry. You've been voted out by the majority.
Okay.
Please return to your seat.
I hope some of y'all are acting. I really do. We in LA, and I hope some people in here are acting. Oh, what's that on your chain?
This is a coin from Israel.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, you gotta go.
That's a choice that you are making for yourself.
Yes. The thing with the whole reparations thing, and I don't know, we're probably close to the same age, so maybe you can't call me
How old are
mom.
you?
I'm 32.
I am 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's what water and keeping stress out of your
He knew what age she was. He knew what age she was. Oh, sorry. He knew what age she was. My guy. You were low down. You crazy, man. You crazy. Now, let's go.
your life will do.
Really? Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well, it's the liberal position because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got,
Yep.
not asking for handouts
Right.
from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking for money from never had slaves.
Bro. It's the government, bro. It's your government, bro. What are you talking about? It's your government, bro. It's your blood clot government, bro. You know, no? It's your government, bro. What are you talking about? Obviously they're not here because they're dead. So we have to go for the people that's in power. What? For example, let's say your great granddad was owed 1.2 or 2.2 million from the White House due to something, and he passes away. He passes away. So what? The money gone? No, it goes to his children or it goes to the next person that's under his blood lineage, whatever. Yo, what's wrong with it? Listen, anyway, guys, watched it. It's a good watch. Amanda Seales, there's a lot of controversy, but I enjoyed this a lot. Shout out Jubilee. Listen, if we can get some work going on, we can work together and do, you know what I mean? I don't mind. You know what I mean? I'll be honored too. Because I'll be coming to America soon, so not Eddie Murphy thing. But I'll be coming to America soon. And I love just to sit down and watch this actually happen. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to everyone. Shout out to Amanda Seales. Shout out to this young black brother here. For me, I know people have different opinions on different things. And that's fine. I get that. I'm just happy that we are at a level where we can have disagreements without hating each other. Like the young child there, the guy before that, I disagreed with a lot of these things that he said. I do understand where he's coming from when it comes to, but he's saying it wrong and he's saying a lot of like trigger words. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, shout out to these guys, man. Shout out to Jubilee. Keep up the good work. Shout out to me. Keep up my good work. And we go from there. Thank you for reacting.